Good day everyone, Chuck here, Power Addicts. Hope everyone out there is having a wonderful day. Well, today's video we are going to be changing the oil in the front axle. Now if you remember when I released the video about the CAD or the central axle disconnect, when I remounted the collar with the hose clamps, if you didn't see the video, I'll put a link down below so you guys can check it out. Well, I realized whenever I was changing the oil, whenever I was strapping that collar back, that oil had a kind of a weird funky smell. It made me think, hey, wait a minute, not that stuff smells good to begin with, don't get me wrong, but it just had that burnt smell to it, like, hey, I haven't changed this in quite a while, I need to go ahead and change it out. So hence today's video. What I'm going to do today is going to take you through the step-by-step process of changing the oil in the front axle. I'm going to show you how to make just a slight little gap in that front axle cover so you don't get drowned and covered up in oil and all over your driveway. You don't need all that, or all over your shop floor, or wherever it is you may be doing it. So hey, if this is the first time you've ever checked in on my channel, subscribe down below, because I do Jeep videos, motorcycle videos. I've got, of course, my YJ you guys are checking out today. I got a TJ that's on there quite often. I've got a ZJ I've done a video on. So I've got a few different variety of Jeeps you might want to check out. Motorcycle videos, occasional car videos. So hey, subscribe. That way you'll be notified when I release these videos. So, you know, we can sit here and keep gabbing and talking about this great intro, or we can get on with the show. Our tool of choice is going to be a 1/2-inch socket to take off this cover. Each one of these, just go around it and break it loose. No, get this one loose and take it all the way out. Get this one loose and take it all the way out, okay? Don't do that. Just go around each one of them first, break them loose. Then, after I get them all broken loose, I'll come back and we'll take the next step. Cool? Cool. Okay, I've got all the bolts broken loose, and take kind of like a screwdriver, if it's still able to do that, back them out just a little bit. I mean, what I've got, this right here is about where I want it for the moment, and I'll get a little close up here so you guys can see what's up. I've just got a little gap going on there, probably, I don't know, 3/16 of an inch or so gap between the head of the bolt and the cover plate. And what the goal is go around the whole cover like that and create that gap. Then we're going to come back in behind the cover with a screwdriver, wedge up beside it, which will pop that cover loose from the differential. But that gap will allow the grease to come out of there in a more controlled fashion. If you take them all out first, then pop that cover, that stuff's just going to slosh out. Because see how I can manage this with a camera and doing all this at one time. Okay, I've got it cracked loose. You can see that I've got a little bit of drippage going on now. I've got a little bit of a wedge going on back here on this cover. See, now you're just pull this cover out little by little. See how it drains out? Nice, slow, and controlled. Again, if you was to just simply take that rascal off right there and just not change fluid this thing. It's been a while back. I swore they had more fluid than that. That's not good. But if you was to take it all that out right there, all the thread bolts and stuff, and they'd been full of fluid, yeah, you'd have had a mess on your hands. Well, y'all got to see this thing was low of fluid and I didn't realize it. Well, maybe want to change is a couple things. One, when I did the CAD video showing you guys how to mod that collar, the grease stunk. I mean, not that this stuff smells good to begin with, don't get me wrong, but it just had that burnt look to it. So I thought, hey, it's time to change it. It's been a while since I've changed it, and I wanted to see, make sure there wasn't no water introduced into it, because it's been in a creek or two. So I thought, hey, good time to change it. Well, apparently a good thing I did. Decided to change it because it didn't have no darn grease in it, apparently. And also, Lubelocker hooked me up with one of their high quality gaskets, so I just wanted to change out that gasket. Okay, we got the front cover off. Kind of look around, make sure there's no anything that says, hey, that shouldn't be there. You know, like chunks of metal, shavings, because you can take it right here on the bottom, take your finger and feel of it. I mean, it feels smooth. I got no metal shavings anywhere. There's a pocket right back up inside here underneath the ring gear that you can squeeze out some more of the fluid, which I've already done a couple times. But the thing looking okay, so I just need to clean up all this gasket surface right here and get ready to put the cover on and the new gasket. I'm not using the Permatex, I'm using that Lubelocker gasket. So anyway, y'all can sit here and be bored to death watching me pick up this stuff, or I'm just going to get a razor blade and clean it up like I should. So I'll be back with you guys when I get it clean. Okay, I've got the gasket surface pretty well clean, and the procedure I use is pretty much the same as I use on the cover and on the differential. Old school razor blade, just like you'd use in a utility knife. I like the utility knife razor blades because I can also take, so I can reach it, I'll show you where I put it. These razor blades here, because when you go through, you scrape everything down real well, get the little corners, nooks and crannies. The angled side right here, turn around backwards, again, where these bolt holes are, you scrape a lot of that gasket material right out of there, using that little angle piece right there. Works real well. Then as you're scraping, get you a little bit of brake, get you some brake cleaner, spray it on a rag, wipe it down real well, go around it, wiping it down, scrape some more if you need to. Brake cleaner, I mean, I know you can spray it directly up to the surface, but I really am not a big fan of getting it off inside here because I don't want it mixing in with the oil when I put it back in. That's the reason I don't do that. Is that being picky? Yes, obviously. So I don't know. That's just the way I do things. But no shop rag, spray the brake cleaner on it, go around, wipe it down real well. Works out great, and I've never had an issue using that procedure. So now it's time to put the cover on. Okay, let's shoot some paint on this thing real quick. Let's make it look pretty. Isn't that just pretty? I just love these new paint cans. Here's the gasket we're going to be using today from Lubelocker. There's your Dana 30 part number. I'll put a link down below so you guys can get your gaskets. It says no RTV. Use the OEM or cover manufacturer torque specs. Pretty cool. Let's get this baby put on. Now let's get a little close up of the gasket itself. And you can see around the perimeter of the gasket here, it's got these sealing beads. Now on the install instructions on the website, it says that, you know, get all your old sealant off, all the old gasket maker, Permatex, or whatever the heck you want to call it. Get all that old stuff off. And on the differential cover and on the differential itself, you want to be sure there's no big bad dents or anything like that. That kind of goes, you know, goes without saying. But these sealing beads are here, takes away the necessity of having to have sealant, so you install them dry, as it says here. Gaskets installed dry, no sealant required, will not split, extrude during installation. For perimeter beading, metal based material coated with rubber, superior torque retention. That metal based material coated with rubber, that is, I know the camera's not going to pick that up, very unlikely, but you can look along the edge here, you can see a silver line of where the metal base is. Then you got the rubber coating on each side of it, then you got your sealing bead here. It's supposed to be reusable. We're going to find that out here before too long, because I've got another differential cover I'm going to put on that I powder coated, and so when we change them out, I'm going to reuse this gasket and we're going to give it a test as to whether it can be reused. And it comes with a cool sticker. Okay, enough playtime. Let's get this baby put on. Lay the gasket down on the cover and let's eyeball it out here. You got to lay down. We got all our holes lined up here. But there's one thing you might want to check. If you throw it down here and say, you line up the holes here on the side, they're all lined up on the side. Wait a minute, these ain't lined up right here. That don't line up at all, because the cover is symmetrical. It's not symmetrical. Meaning these holes right here are offset, which means you just simply take your gasket, flip it over, and they line up. See? Pretty cool. So, you know, at first, if you don't succeed, you may have to rotate, flip-flops, like that, till you get all your bolt holes lined up. Cool? Alright. Let's get this baby bolted on. Okay, what you didn't see me do, because I don't have enough hands to hold the camera and do this at the same time, and I don't currently have a tripod out here short enough to do this. But But stick your bolt through the cover, then hang your gasket on the bolt where it protrudes through the cover, and stick it in your top bolt hole right here. Help you line the gasket up as you hang the cover up there. Just a little tip to make life a little easier on you. Now we can start the bolts around the perimeter of the cover. Okay, got all the bolts. They're just a couple threads screwed in. So what you want to do from here is take your socket, kind of like a screwdriver, and just run them in until you make contact with the cover. Okay? All the bolts just screwed in until you make contact with it. So I'm going to do that and not bore you to death watching me. So I'm going to run these bolts in until they all make contact, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, I've taken my socket and its ratchet, gone all the way around the cover and snugged it. Now I'm going to come around it one more time, and I'm going to go ahead and tighten it down. Now what you want to do is, as you're tightening it down, you want to be sure you're even all the way around across. Now I don't know what the exact factory specs are for this cover. It's mostly about getting it even all the way around, so therefore that gasket compresses as it should. That's evenly. Okay, after going around and just making contact with the cover, I come back around again and just kind of took my hand and snugged them. Come around, just a quick good hard snug. Then I pulled out my torque wrench, come back around it, and done 20 foot-pounds all around to every bolt. Now that should make the gasket compress evenly amongst the cover and between the differential casing, obviously, give it a good even compression. So what I gotta do now, pull that plug out right there. Let's get some oil in this thing, because I'm about to run out of daylight. Okay, get that plug out. What you need, 3/8 extension. And those little wobble heads right there, those work pretty good, especially if you got all your steering geometry all up in the way. If you get beside there with your ratchet, crank down on it, turn it counterclockwise to take it out. Ta-da! There you go. Alright, let me go get my little pump and my grease and stuff. We'll get some stuff put in this thing. I've got my little pump set up here. I'll show you what I got going on. Here's my gear grease, gear oil, and Chrysler calls for 75-90 for their front differentials. Only thing they have is 80-90, which is fine, not a big deal. Put the little screw-in pump here, and got the light all up in the way. Feed the hose over here, drop it inside the hole there, and just simply pump it in. Watch it. Yeah, you can't see it going in, but anyway. You basically just keep pumping this bottle right here till it's empty. Then you switch over to the other bottle, fill it up. It takes about 2 1/4, 2.5 bottles to do this. So I'm not going to bore you to death watch me do this. I'm going to pump this in there. When it gets time for it to say, hey, I'm full, then I'll holler back at you. Okay, I'm into my 3rd bottle. And see right there, see it running out? That's when you know you're full. So you get definitely 2 bottles. You're going to be into your 3rd one after a few pumps. Then it'll be full. So I'm going to pull that nozzle out of there, put my plug back in, and be back with you in a bit. You see I have that 3/8 wobble head extension. It just kind of sits up there and just right, clears the drag link here. So much better. Anyway, she's all tight now, all lubed up, and time to pick up her mess. Hey there, my Power Addicts crew. This is kind of creepy looking on that light. I got a big, huge, bright, shiny light up there hitting at me. Kind of got this creepy aura thing going on. I am coming to you from the steps of the Parthenon, downtown Nashville, down on West End. This place is really cool. I'll tell you what, see this big dark black area right here? That's actually a door. So let me flip the camera, give you guys a little perspective of it. And it goes up and up and up and up. And yes, people, those things are seriously heavy. The ones that's on the other end of the Parthenon, they open those during the day whenever the people are doing the tours and such. And well, this one right here stays gated off. And I've tried to move the ones on the other side when I visit here. Yes, they're seriously heavy, very heavy. Here you're looking at the main entrance of the Parthenon, and right there is where the visitors go in at. You go inside, you tour some very cool old artistic collections and such. Then you go upstairs to where the replicas of the Greek sculptures are. They have a super tall statue of Athena in there, all wrapped in gold leaf, holding Medusa's head with the shield. Very, very cool. So if you guys are ever in Nashville, you gotta come by and check out the Parthenon. Really cool. So there you go. I showed you the great big old door. I even took you out in the yard right there and kind of got you guys a good overall view of how big this place is. Really cool. So if you're ever in Nashville, come by and check out the Parthenon. Really cool. So about the YouTube video you just viewed, what do you think? Thumbs up, yes? So you gotta give me a thumbs up for the special effects attempt. Alright? Thumbs up? Cool. Alright, Lubelocker gaskets. They have, I told you earlier, I was showing you a picture of it. They got that beading on the outside surface of a rubber outer layer. Then they got a metal core in the center. Actually a very quality gasket. As soon as I got it out of the package, I could tell that it was way different from any other gasket I've ever dealt with. And I have built many motors, many cars, and I've dealt with a lot of gaskets, so I know a quality piece when I get hold of it. So, yes, I just slapped it on there. Did no Permatex, no RTV, sealants of any shape, form, or fashion. The real test is going to be whenever I take that cover that I painted, stuck on there, and I put the powder coated one on. The real test is going to be reusing the gasket. And I have read many reviews about this Lubelocker gasket, and I'll put a link down below so you guys can get your own gasket if you need it. And they make for about all the differentials available, and they also make transmission gaskets. So I'll put a link down below to where you guys can get your own Lubelocker gasket. And if you read through the reviews, you'll see that everybody has great success with them, reusing them. You know, you take the cover off, change the grease out and everything, put the cover back on, change the gears, whatever it is you got to do for your differentials. And the people use the gaskets, and people have very good luck with them. So the test is going to be whenever I take and pull that off, put my powder coated one on, I run it again for a little while, see if I get any leaks, see what the condition of the gasket is when I take it off. Now there will be a video on this. I will do the video, so I'm not going to let you guys miss it. See if the rubber beading, is it compressed, how's it sealed? Yeah. When I do the powder coat install, the powder coated cover, you guys will get the video, I promise. So everyone, if you like that video, hit me with that thumbs up. If you like that special effects attempt, come on, you gotta give me a thumbs up for that. Also, if you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe. That way you will get notified of all these videos I release that will help you work on your rig. And that's one thing about it. You guys see that our 99.9% of my videos are about Jeeps. I have Honda Accord on there. I have some motorcycle videos, and that's the reason it says Power Addicts, FixJeeps.com, and cars, motorcycle tips, stuff like that. I encompass all vehicles, so keep something in mind. I showed you guys how to change the differential grease, oil, and stuff in the front differential, but that will also fall into play for your pickup trucks, in your cars, the rear differential on those, so there's not really a major difference. Look at it as a lesson on how to change differential oils in all vehicles. Now, each vehicle is going to have a different weight and grease into them, so you got to be able to check that, or different weight oil, whatever you want to call it. So be sure to check on your manufacturer's suggested weight for your particular vehicle. Okay, cool. So thumbs up if you like the video, thumbs up if you like the cool attempt at the special effects. There'll be more of those. That was fun. Also, comment down below. Tell me about, if you've had any experience with Lubelocker gaskets, tell me what you think about them. Any other recommendations you guys want to put out there, go for it. Make it educational, make it so it helps other people. I really appreciate that. And also subscribe. Like I said, you guys subscribe so you get notified of these videos. So everyone, I'm heading to the house. Everyone, peace out. Later, y'all.